Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joe for Jaspy's Hobbyland. It's Friday. What up, Friday, May 22nd, 2015. We are doing a full case of 2015 Topps Tier 1 Baseball. 12 boxes. This is the U.S. edition, U.S. version. Random teams. So there's the dice. Here are all the names of the people involved. And there are all the teams. Now, just a quick note, we did combo some teams. The Padres and the Twins are comboed. The Rays and the Rockies are comboed. So I actually need to get a spreadsheet really quick too. So let me just get a spreadsheet to fill all this information in. There it is. There's the dice. Let's roll it. Let's see what happens. 4 and a 2. 4 and a 2. 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So David C up on top, Daniel G on the bottom there. So let me put these names in right here. All right. And now let's go with the teams right here. Remember, we comboed these guys right here. So once again, the teams 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so we got the Blue Jays in the 1 spot and the combo team, Padres Twins, in the bottom spot right there. Let's put this together. All right, so David, you have the Toronto Blue Jays and the Cincinnati Reds. Ray, you have the Milwaukee Brewers. Bob, you've got the Nationals. Jeremy with the Indians. Matthew P, you have the Rays and Rockies combo. Alexander L with the Giants. Harris with the Marlins. Charles, you've got the Rangers. Nancy, you have the Mets. Brandon with the Pirates. Steven, you've got the New York Yankees. Nancy, you've got the Red Sox, rival teams right there. Daniel with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Rex with the A's. Peter, you got the Cubs. Steven, you have the Arizona Diamondbacks. Daniel with the Tigers. Nelson, you've got the Houston Astros. Daryl, White Sox. Harris, Baltimore Orioles. Let's see, Nancy, you have the Kansas City Royals. Jason C, you've got the Atlanta Braves. David with the Seattle Mariners. Harris with the Cardinals and the Phillies. And we have Andrew P, you've got the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim of California in Orange County. And Daniel G, you have the other combo team, Padres and Twins. So that was the randomizing video, folks. When we come back, we're going to pause the video really quick, YouTube. So when we come back, we'll see if there's any trades, and then we'll have the break. So stick around. Hi, YouTube. Welcome back. So there was about like an hour of trading. You know, all these people were just like, hey, I want to trade this for this. And everyone was talking about what kind of trades and negotiations and stuff. There were like wives and husbands being negotiated and bartered about. But at the end of the day, YouTube, nothing happened. No one pulled the trigger on it. But here it is, folks. May 22nd, 2015, Topps Tier 1 Baseball Random Teams number 1. And just for the record, on YouTube right here and for everybody else, at the end of the break, I'm going to randomize all the teams one more time. I'm going to roll the dice again, randomize the teams one more time. And the top 2 people will get free spots in number 2. We'll get free spots in random team number 2. Can't be the same person, though. So if, say Nancy, lucky old Nancy, who seems to hit everything here in Jaspy's, if Nancy gets the first 2, she's not going to get the 2 spots. It'll be Nancy and then the next person that's not Nancy. So here we go. Jesus. Well, this was a mess. What a mess that was. Sorry about that, folks. Just mix them up. just mix them up. I'll do it. Now we don't know what comes from where. But then it's just like OCD, line them up. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here it is, folks. Bob's just like, you're fired, you're done. Hey, I hadn't busted anything open for like all day, and I flipped out. All right, so strap in, folks. This is going to be about a 12-hour break. Here, strap in. All right, what's the best way to do this? Whatever. There it is. Pablo Sandoval for the San Francisco Giants, 65 out of 399. There's a patch right there. There's the panda doing panda things in Boston now. So, oh, is my screen frozen? Unbelievable. All right, well, YouTube, enjoy this because you're going to see me fix the camera here. Unbelievable. Gotta come all the way around here and figure out what this is all about. Yeah, all right. Got him? Right here. You gotta be able to see this, the moneymaker right here, right? That's the whole point of this. I'll bet anyone who's new here is probably like watching and they're being like, wow, what a shabby operation at Jaspy's. Breakers.tv/Jaspys. What a shoddy operation. They're just like, what a terrible operation. They call themselves professionals. So Pablo Sandoval was the first one. Good luck, everybody. This is going to be the longest Tier 1 video ever. Pablo Sandoval, San Francisco Giants. That's going to Alexander L. The next one, is this the Big Hurt? Nice. Big Hurt autograph, ladies and gentlemen. 46 out of 99. On-card autograph, Frank Thomas. Chicago White Sox going to Daryl. It's a nice one. And we have Alex Cobb here. I think he just got Tommy John, Alex Cobb. 99 out of 299. So the Rays hit. That goes to the Rays-Rockies combo team. That goes to Matt P. All right. Next one. Thanks to everybody who filled this up, by the way. Really appreciate it. Squeezing in another break before the Memorial Day holiday weekend, so appreciate that. All right, what do we have here? There's Hanley, bat relic for Hanley, also in Boston, 6 out of 249. Going to the Dodgers, this one's Daniel G. The one back here we have Kevin Gossman for the Orioles, autograph. To 299. The O's, that's Harris. There's your O's hit, Harris. Nice one. And back here, nice. Look at this. Hey, guys, remember Rob Dibble? 7 out of 25. Rob Dibble. I believe he's on... Is he on ESPN Radio now, or is he on the MLB Network or something like that? I think Rob Dibble does radio now. On ESPN, I'm pretty sure. That goes to the Cincinnati Reds. That's a nice one for David C. I think I remember that high leg kick that Rob Dibble had. Classic. All right, next one. Ron is back. No, actually, no. See, when it comes to baseball, I'm definitely serious in baseball. Because I love it. I love baseball. I love guys like Ryan Sandberg, Rhino, right here. 7 out of 50, pinstripe patch, another one right below it. Going to Chicago Cubs, Peter with that one. Nice one, Peter. Behind that, Juan Gonzalez patch, 93 out of 199. Texas Rangers hit. Going to hey, there you go, Charles. A little something. And then, for the Oakland A's, Brandon Moss autograph to 399. There you go, 109 out of 399. Oakland A's hit going to Rex. Going to Sexy Rexy. And the card behind there, oh, look at this. Michael Taylor autograph, 16 out of 25. New guard autograph. Washington Nationals hit. That goes to Bob. There you go, Bob. Nice one. I like the idea of signing in different colored ink. It's a nice idea that they have. Like the silver signatures and stuff like that they have in 5-star and the golden graphs in 5-star as well. I dig that kind of stuff. All right, what do we have here? Kind of a fat one in the middle right there. Let's see what happens here. Nice. There's a Shin-Soo Choo. 66 out of 399. Or in Korean, it would be Choo Shin-Soo. It's a mouthful. That's for the Rangers. That's another one for Charles. Back here, we have Marcus Stroman. Toronto Blue Jays, 248 out of 399. That goes to David C. Marcus Stroman autograph. And in the middle, what do we got? Fernando Valenzuela? For the No! This is Orioles Fernando. 97 out of 99. 2-color patch, and then there's the autograph for Fernando. Wow, Baltimore Orioles hit. That goes to Harris. Wow. If you actually look at Fernando's baseball reference page, you see that he bounced around a lot of teams. Another box. All right, another 3 here. Let's start with this. There's a Rafael Montero autograph for the New York Mets. That's out of 399. New York Mets hit. Volleyball Nancy. There you go, Nance. And then back here, we have Jose Fernandez bat relic. 26 out of 399. It's kind of weird considering he's bat relic. All right, and the hit in the middle hit, Levon Hernandez. Levon Hernandez, 26 out of 399 going to the Nationals. Another one for the Nationals. Bob with the Nationals. Rafael Montero hit New York Mets going to Nancy. And the bat relic for Jose Fernandez. Miami Marlins, another one for Harris. All right, here are one more boxes. It's going to take about another 4 to 6 hours to break, folks. So thanks for strapping in and hanging in there. 3 more hits in this one. 3 hits in this one. Felix Hernandez, from one Hernandez to another, 114 out of 399. Patch going to the Seattle Mariners, going to David C. He bought the spots, folks. He gets the hits. For the Pirates, Josh Harrison, on-card autograph, 38 out of 299. Pittsburgh Pirates hit, going to Brandon B. And in the middle, Ron Gant. Braves version of Ron Gant, 4 out of 25. Ron Gant always reminds me of a Cardinal. But here he is as a Brave. Atlanta Braves, Jason C. with this one. And then who had the Mariners again? David C. with the Mariners. A nice Josh Harrison autograph for the Pirates. Brandon. All right, next one. Here we go. Canes fan Bob says started out with the Braves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? For whatever reason, I still have Cardinals in my head. Maybe that shows my age. Justin Verlander, 228 out of 399 patch, going to the D-Town Tigers. Daniel G with that one. Flip that around. Starling Marte, nice. Bronze autograph Starling Marte, 23 out of 25. Pittsburgh Pirates, going to Brandon. Funny story, I think Starling Marte sells shockingly well, actually. Nick and I pulled a Starling Marte together like last fall or something like that. We sold it, and it sold for like a lot more than we thought it would, and we were very surprised. Nice. Luis Gonzalez. Luis Gonzalez. Autograph right there. 91 out of 249. That's a nice one. That's for Steve. There you go, FMF. Arizona Diamondbacks hit. That's strong. We all remember that hit that Luis Gonzalez hit off of Mariano Rivera in that World Series. That was amazing. For Dodger fans, he ended up in L.A. for a little bit and hit like a grand slam or something like that towards the end of the season to help us win the division, and that was pretty incredible too. So, fond memories of Luis Gonzalez. All right, here we go. Next one right here. If you guys want to fill up any Immaculate Basketball, we have the last case of Immaculate Basketball is in our store right now, JaspysHobbyland.com. Adam Jones with a little bubble gum in his mouth right there, $3.99. Adam Jones patch. We'll focus it, right? Maybe? Nah, we won't focus. We don't need to focus. Goes to Harris and the Orioles. Next one is Giancarlo Stanton, formerly known as Mike. 119 out of 399 patch. And what else do we have here? A couple patches, and then let's turn it around for this one. How about Devin Mesorosco? Nice. 13 out of 99 going to the Cincinnati Reds. Going to David C. Nice one. And back here, Yanks, Chase Headley autograph. 274 out of 299, Chase Headley autograph. New York Yankees. Going to Steve. Going to FMF. All right. Some more boxes to go. Here we go. We'll have another one of these up on the site soon. Or after this break, actually. All right, another 4 in this one right here. We have Tony Gwynn, 171 out of 199. That goes to the Padres Twins combo. Daniel G. Rest in peace, Tony Gwynn. More Yankees for FMF. CC Sabathia, 198 out of 399. That was his weight in middle school. That is his weight now. Matt Carpenter, 20 out of 50 autograph. Going to the St. Louis Cardinals, going to Harris. And right here for the Boston Red Sox, Daniel Nava. 363 out of 399. Daniel Nava. Boston Red Sox going to Nancy. And he also puts in a little Bible verse here. Philippians 4, chapter 4, verse 13. Wonder what that means. Look that up for me. Maybe it's something about baseball. Maybe it's one of Paul's letters to the Philippians about baseball. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. All right, 3 more boxes to go. You're welcome, Nancy. All right, this is going to be a good one. Let's do this. 3 in this one. First one, Nationals, Steven Strasburg patch to $3.99. Going to Bob. CJ Cron autograph. Solid player for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim of Orange County in Southern California. 274 out of 399. Angels hit going to Andrew. Andrew P. with that one. And in the middle, another Boston Red Sox old school, Jim Rice. 126 out of 299. Jim Rice. Boston Red Sox going to Nancy. All right, 2 more boxes to go. Thanks to everybody who filled this up on JaspysHobbyland.com, and thanks for everyone who's watching, either on YouTube or on Breakers.tv/Jaspy. Folks, there's a redemption in here. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? What is that? Redemption, good thing or bad thing? Tyson Ross out of 225. Autograph. 14 out of 225. Padres goes to the Padres Twins combo. Daniel G. Back here, some legends right here for the Phillies. 94 out of 99. Nice wool patch inside there for Jim Bunning. Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies hit going to Brandon. Love those old school wool patches right here. All right, here we go. Nice. Look at that. Joe Mauer. Acclaimed autograph bronze ink parallel, which I believe is out of 25. Joe Mauer, that goes to the Padres Twins combo, going to Daniel G. Where are you at, Daniel? Nice one. All right, one more box go, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to everybody who filled this up. We can squeeze in a little Immaculate Basketball if you'd like. So let us know if that's what you want to get into. That's on JaspysHobbyland.com. We'll have more of this baseball. You can go buy into these spots over the weekend, and then we'll be back on Monday to do this. There it is, Tier 1. Good luck, everyone. Last few. Last 3 or 4 cards right here. What's it going to be? 3 cards. 3 cards. First one, more Phillies. Ryan Howard. For the Philadelphia Phillies. 15 out of 399. Going to Harris. Harris with the Phillies. Nice one. 1 out of 10. New Guard autographs. Chris Sale. 1 out of 10. That's awesome. Chicago White Sox. Going to Darryl. Nice one, Darryl. And the one behind it. Nice. New York Mets for Volleyball Nancy. David Wright autograph. There you go, Nancy. You got the last one right here. 14 out of 50. David Wright auto with a little extra S right there. David Wright's. It's almost as if you wanted to do something else. David Wright autograph. New York Mets. Going to Volleyball Nancy. That was Tier 1 baseball. Folks, as promised, I'm going to re-randomize the list, and we're gonna get 2 people free spots into the next one. All right? 14 out of 50. 2 spots out of the next one. Why? Because I'm a nice guy. Because I'm a nice guy. That's why. No complaining. I don't want to hear anything about you should have done it this way. You should have done it that way. Just be glad. Just be glad that I'm doing this. 2 spots. It can't be the same person, though. Can't be the same person. All right. Let's go back to the random.org screen. There it is. And there is all the teams. So, like I said, I'm going to randomize it and see which top 2 teams are going to get it. 2 Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes. All right. So these are for the 2 free spots in random team break number 2. Why? Because I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. 1 and 2. Snake Eyes. That's it. 2. So that's Indians and Red Sox. Indians. That's Jeremy Chef. So Chef, you got blanked, but you got a free spot in the next one. And Boston Red Sox, that's Nancy, because Nancy always wins. There you go, folks. Awesome. Folks, that was the Topps Tier 1, 2015 Topps Tier 1 full case break. So there you go. Thanks to everybody who filled it up on JaspysHobbyland.com. Get in on it, folks. Get in on it for next time. Thank you so much, and we'll see you.